Hi guys, Greg789 here, and we are back in Mount and Blade. So, we've just finished the tutorial section, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go off for a wander. Going to find some stuff to do. We're up to 29 boys. There's a lord, but it's gotten night time, so I've lost him. There he is again. We're going to go have a chat with this lord, see if he has any quests he wants me to do. Now you can tell by the flag a lord is carrying where he is the lord of. So I believe he's lord of Dramug Castle, but we can find out. So even if he's just wandering around in the wilderness, you know generally where he's going to be to hand quests back in and that kind of thing. So it's always good to be polite to these guys. So he's Lord of Ulbourbon and Fiznar. So, do you have any tasks? He does not. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. So, we're gonna go find someone who does have some tasks for us. See if there's anyone in Radagir Castle. Boyar Vlan is in Radagir. So we'll request entry to castle and go to the Lord's Hall. Here we are. A few guards. There's the man himself. And does he have any tasks? Oh, he wants us to deliver a letter to that guy we were literally just talking to. Now this is a lady. So this lady is wife to Boyar Vlan, so we're not interested in her. She's already married. We don't go after married women. Yeah. This is just a quick tour. So this is one of the castles. Now, there is siege combat in this, so you can besiege these places and break into them, wreck the place up a bit, that kind of thing. Practicing some archery there. So let's leave. We need to go to Ismirla Castle, which is where we are told your man should be. So let's march off down this way. Now what we're doing here basically is we're trying to get ourselves known among the lords of the realm. So the more they know you, the more they're going to be kind of willing to the more they're going to be willing to basically listen to you and let you do things. Sea Raiders, they're actually quite a challenge at this early level. They're very well armoured. Now, there's a lot of boys arriving here, so maybe now I can request a meeting with someone. Boyar Baraka, wasn't it? Yes, I bring a message. There we are. Boyar Baraka is increased from 0 to 3. Boyar Vlan 0 to 1. Ulbourbon not paying their taxes. Alright. Let's go collect some taxes from Ulbourbon, shall we? Ulbourbon being there. So let's take a quick look at our reports. So morale's low. My renown is 15, honor rating 0. I'm not reading any books at the moment. So at night time you move slower. Obviously there's dangers and that kind of thing, so you have to be careful not to trip over stuff on the horse, I suppose. I don't do horse riding, so I'm not 100% sure. The other thing that I was going to mention, yes, a group of 30 Tundra Bandits. So looters are kind of the lowest of the low of the criminals. They're kind of the boys you want to go up against. Oh, I forgot to upgrade these boys. There we go. Now we got 4 footmen. So realistically, the best way to get in with the faction is to get up nice and high with one of the lords. They'll eventually ask you to be a mercenary. When you become a mercenary, then you can go around fighting soldiers of the enemy, and eventually the king will ask you if you want to become or you can ask the king to become a vassal. So you'll basically become a lord of that realm. You won't start off with any land, but you now have the opportunity to get given land. So to get given land, you basically need to have the backing of different lords. So it's good to become friends with lords, so you can kind of get their backing and eventually get some land off the king. Also good to become friends with the king. Now these boys, I was out collecting taxes. These boys apparently not too pleased about it, so the villagers are fighting me and getting whomped by my big stick. So that's that. Successfully put down the revolt. Of course it did, because I am all that is man. Now, as far as I know, the trade skill affects how much money you get from this, and how much money you get from this determines how much you eventually get from the lord when you go to hand in the money. So I believe you get a third. I leveled up during that, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to increase my intelligence. I'm going to increase my trade skills so I can sell things for more. I'm going to increase my skills with the crossbow. And then is Merla's being raided? So it looks like the Vagars are at war with someone. Factions generally start off at war with someone. So with the Vagars, it's normally the Nords, border contention and all that kind of thing. They will also occasionally fight Swadia and Kurgan Khanate, but generally it's the Nords. So you can basically flip these castles. So you can take over a castle, it'll become yours, and the associated villages will become yours as well. Same goes for the major towns. You can also persuade lords to come over to your faction if your faction's doing much better than theirs. And a few other things as well. I don't know. Well, we don't want to fight these Tundra Bandits. Well, we can probably take them. We'd suffer quite a few losses. They're archers, mainly. And because for the large part my guys are footmen, that probably wouldn't go too well. So it looks like the Lord has left, so we need to find where he's left to. There's a couple of ways we can do that. We can either search around for him, which is probably the worst way to do it, or we can ask one of these boys. One of these boys might have seen him. Let's ask Boyar Duru. So, Boyar Bracca? Where's Boyar Bracca? Should be close to Vizine. What the hell is Vizine? Vizine. Honestly don't know where that is. Where the hell is Vizine? Does anyone see Vizine? It sounds like it'd be around one of these places. That doesn't make sense. I literally don't see anywhere called Vizine. Yell if you spot it, I suppose. Vizine. No. See, just making up names of places. See, what I can do is I'm gonna look at characters. I'm gonna look at Boyar Baraka. I've seen close to Bazine, near Ribachek. Oh, all the way over there. That's pure shite. Why he'd be all the way over there, I don't know. Oh no. Alright. Just 12 of them against 29 of us. We're in a wooded area. They're archers. I'm on a horse. Already this ain't going well. Once my boys get in and actually start distracting them, it might go a bit better. Yeah, there's a few of them dead. Oh, but there's one of my boys dead as well. Now, another thing that this particular mod I'm using added is that if I go down, which I think I'm about to, my men will actually keep fighting, whereas before they wouldn't. If you went down, your men would almost certainly instantly lose the battle, which was, you know, not fun times. I'll swap out the crossbow for a regular bow. Accuracy, speed, cool. And then we're going to swap out that hat for this hat. We're going to swap out those boots for them boots. And in terms of damage, I'm actually going to take that Nomad Saber. We're also going to take the axes, the rest of the bows, the mace, and them hats. And upgrade some of our troops. So we're now upgrading the Vega veterans. And all 22 of them boys ready for upgrading. So we now have no recruits. Everyone's hardcore. Look at these looters. These looters have prisoners, so I'm going to actually take them because that's more men for the cause. And like I said, looters are kind of the lowest of the low in terms of bandits. Sea Raiders or the Step Bandits are probably the hardest ones. The Step Bandits, obviously being mounted, are quite dangerous. With the bow, it's not as easy to use from horseback as a crossbow, but you can fire much, much faster. Which is handy, and generally, as long as you're like firing into a group of lads, you're going to hit someone. You can go first person as well, and you can be all like, whoop. There's only certain angles you can fire from the back of a horse at, so riddling these guys with arrows. Oh, and I hit a rock. Not good. But we're working on improving our archery skill, which is actually quite high. Our archery skill is already at 79. Obviously, the longer you hold the bow, or the arrow even, less able to keep it in under wraps you are. So yeah, if I start off, it's a fairly small circle. It then expands, and how far it expands depends obviously on if you're moving, if you're standing still, and your skill with the bow. So we've took these two farmers, so we can keep them as pets. We now have more veterans. None of these things particularly sell for much, and my inventory is now full. There's even more boys ready for upgrading. Only one extra, but yeah, every little helps. So I'm gonna head to Kura. I'm gonna sell off my stuff. Oh, there's a tournament on here. I might actually join that. So I'm gonna sell all these weapons that I've gathered. 121 dinars, and there's a few more. Now, so the fact that there's a tournament on here, I'm not going to put a bet on myself just yet, because yes, I'm going to start off with the health I had when I finished that last fight, which was really, really not much. So I'm not going to do too well in this tournament, but it's all experience. And yeah, there's the potential that I could pull out some sort of miracle. And somehow managed to avoid all damage. And just wipe out a bunch of lads with my two-handed sword. Now, we got a few boys over here. Oh, we're doing well. So these guys are essentially meant to be like the best fighters in the realm, coming together to test their strengths. But the early rounds, you'll generally get put up against kind of the weaker boys. Champion fighters and that kind of thing. When you get into the named fighters and the lords, that's when you're looking at having yourself a bad time. If anyone cries animal cruelty to me, get off your soapbox. I clearly don't run around doing this kind of thing in reality. This one's proven to be a bit more difficult. Proven to be a bit more of a challenge. This looks like the king of this particular land, King Yargalik, I believe his name is, or something to that effect anyway. We need to be careful here because we're getting close to dying. Very close. Oh, there's that lad off his horse. Now in some cases it's actually easier to fight when you're off your mount. This may not have been one of those cases. Nope, there you go, knocked unconscious. Now I might get another shot. Nope. Eliminated. Ah well. Alright, so I've sold the stuff I had on me. Now, let's get moving. These. Oh, fuck, there's 35 of them. Alright. This is going to be difficult. It's not going to be an easy fight. Lots and lots of archers here. I'm going to try and stick out to the outskirts of combat. There's a farmer dead already. That's not a good sign. Even if I get knocked out, my boys can probably win this. So I'm not overly concerned about my own safety. As archers versus horsemen history has taught us that doesn't go well for the archers. But, you know. You see down the bottom left, some of these guys are being knocked unconscious by my men. So anyone who's knocked unconscious can be took as a prisoner and ransomed off. That is another feature that this mod that I'm using has improved hugely, because it used to be you had to wander around until you found a ransom broker, sorry. I was trying to think of the name of them there. A ransom broker. And once you found the ransom broker, you could sell your prisoners. Now any tavern keeper can have the prisoners sold to them, so it's much easier, much more lucrative to actually take prisoners. There you go, we won. We lost 8 guys, had 2 wounded. They lost all 35, 6 wounded, which means 6 prisoners. I have no prisoner management, so I can't take any prisoners. There's some improved armor. A couple of nice weapons. And that shield is 100% better than mine. And spears, bent arrows, and short bows, inventory full, inventory full. Alright, so I actually gained a couple of levels in that fight. We're now travelling back to Kara to once again sell off all our stuff. Pay whatever you can, I don't really care, I just want it out of my inventory. Now, Bunduk. So this is one of the named guys. Have their own skills, level up independently of you. You can equip them with different armor and that kind of thing. Quite useful to have in the party. Some of them don't get along though. What we're going to do here is we're going to actually increase our charisma by a bit. We're going to improve trade, prisoner management, and then I'm going to improve my archery skill close to the max. And I believe some more of my veterans were able to turn into horsemen. Now we're getting close to the highest tier of horsemen. There you go. I've been accepted as a mercenary. And it was Boyar Baraka Fizdnar. Where is Fizdnar? I believe Fizdnar. Fizdnar's fucking off up there. I don't know what this cunt's doing. Sea Raiders. It's sometimes actually good to get attacked by Sea Raiders, because if you can kill them, there's some very nice equipment. I mean, we're talking mail armor, mail weapons, really good shields, that kind of thing. And here's a small band of them. Let's take these guys on. They have a prisoner as well. Who's the prisoner? A farmer. Alright. Hope that wasn't who we were looking for, just rode past there. Probably not. Alright, let's go. Now, Sea Raiders are traditionally infantry. So my mounted boys should be more than capable of taking them out. This is what I like seeing. Cavalry charge. Yep, there you go. 7 boys, all on foot, but all in heavy armor, which means you do less damage to them. There you go, there's a few of them dead, one of them knocked unconscious, which means my prisoner management's going to come into effect now. You can see just by looking at these guys, they're much better equipped. Sea Raiders are essentially Vikings. So we should get some nice heavy armor out of these guys. And 4 prisoners as well. Yep, there you go. Vast improvement over what I have equipped. Vast improvement again over what I have equipped. Some of these things might do my new party member. I'm going to upgrade these horsemen. See, these can be upgraded to knights, but we're getting into a weekly cost of quite a bit there. What we're going to do is we're going to see if we can equip Bunduk with any of this stuff. This padded leather is already quite good. In terms of weapons, his doesn't have very good reach. We'll give him the spear. Now we need to find our boy, Boyar Braka. Get ourselves sorted out with him. There's looters, party 5, not really worth my time. And there's no sign of this guy up here, but I think I know what he's doing. He's heading up the back way to get back to his villages, because he was Lord of Ulbourbon. So he's probably heading down by Kudan. Try and find his boys. Maybe not. If there's anyone in Kudan, we'll stop in and have a chat. Boyar Voldrat. Let's go have a chat with him, see if he knows where our boy is. Yuma Castle. Should be close to Ulbourbon. Yeah, there we are. We're heading in the right direction. I knew we'd find him down there somewhere. He's a fast guy though, I'll give him that. He's managed to evade us. Few deserters running from me now. There he is. There's the man himself. I don't accept prisoner missions. Prisoner missions are a pain in the arse because there's no guarantee that your men are going to take prisoners. Okay, so I'm going to call the episode there, and then we're going to see in the next episode if we can cause some trouble down with the Nords, who we are now officially at war with as a mercenary. So, thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you want to see anything else. And have a nice day.